Today we are going to be reading The Nightmare Before Christmas by Tim Burton. I'm also reading in front of a man-child. The Nightmare Before Christmas. Originally written and illustrated by Tim Burton himself. Here's a picture. Nightmare has always meant a lot to me. To revisit it after 20 years and adding a few additional illustrations has been a special experience. I hope you enjoy the new edition. Signed, Tim Burton. Here's a picture. Here's a picture. It was late one fall in Halloween land, and in the air had quite a chill. Against the moon on a skeleton sat, alone upon a hill. He was tall and thin, with a bat bow tie. Jack Skellington was his name. He was tired and bored in Halloween land. Everything was always the same. I'm sick of the scaring, the tearing, the fright. I'm tired of being something that goes bump in the night. I'm bored with leering my horrible glances, and my feet hurt from dancing those skeleton dances. I don't like graveyards, and I need something new. There must be more to life than yelling, "Boo!" Then out of the grave, with a curly and a twist, came a whimpering, whining, spectral mist. It was a little ghost dog with a faint little bark and a jack-o'-lantern nose that glowed in the dark. It was Jack's dog Zero, the best friend he had, but Jack hardly noticed him, which made Zero sad. Oh, Zero's sad. Look at him, but he's so happy. All that night and through the next day, Jack wandered and walked. He was filled with dismay. Then, deep in the forest, just before night, Jack came upon an amazing sight. Not 20 feet from the spot where he stood were 3 massive doorways carved in wood. He stood before them, completely in awe, his gaze transfixed by that one special door. Entranced and excited, with a slight sense of worry, Jack opened the door to white, windy flurries. Whoa. You know that's how he sounds. Jack didn't know it, but he'd fallen down in the middle of a place called Christmas Town. Immersed in the light, Jack was no longer haunted. He had finally found the feeling he wanted. He took the present-filled stockings that hung by the fire, and so that his friends wouldn't think he was a liar, he took candy and toys that were stacked on the shelves, and a picture of Santa with all of his elves. He took lights and ornaments, and the star from the tree. And from the Christmas Town sign, he took the big letter C. He picked up everything that sparkled and glowed. He even picked up a handful of snow. He grabbed it all, and without being seen, he took it back to Halloween. Silly Jack, stealing all the Christmas Town stuff. Back in Halloween, a group of Jack's peers stared in amazement at his Christmas souvenirs. For this wondrous vision, none were prepared. Most were excited, though a few were quite scared. For the next few days, while it lightning and thundered, Jack sat alone and obsessively wondered, why is it that they get to spread laughter and cheer, while we stalk the graveyards, spreading panic and fear? Well, I could be Santa, and I could spread cheer. Why does he get to do it year after year? Outraged by injustice, Jack thought and he thought. Then he got an idea. Yes, why not? In Christmas Town, Santa was making some toys, when through the den he heard a soft noise. He answered the door, and to his surprise, he saw weird little creatures in strange disguise. They were, although ugly and rather petite. As they opened their sacks, they yelled, "Trick or treat!" Then a confused Santa was shoved into a sack and taken to Halloween to see Mastermind Jack. In Halloween, everyone gathered once more, for they'd never seen a Santa before. And as they continuously gazed at this strange old man, Jack related to Santa his masterful plan. "My dear Mr. Claus, I think it's a crime that you've got to be Santa all of the time. But now I will give presents and I will spread cheer. We're changing places. I'm Santa this year. It is I who will say Merry Christmas to all, so you may lie in my coffin, creak doors and yell boo. And please, Mr. Claus, don't think ill of my plan, for I'll do the best Santa job that I can." And though Jack and his friends thought they'd do a good job, their idea of Christmas was completely... What's this word? Macabre?
Macabre, yes. Macabre.
Macabre. Here we go. They were packed up and ready on Christmas Eve day when Jack hitched his reindeer to sleek coffin sleigh. But on Christmas Eve, as they were about to begin, a Halloween fog slowly rolled in. Jack said, "We can't leave. This fog's just too thick. There will be no Christmas, and I can't be Saint Nick." Then a small glowing light pierced through the fog. What could it be? It was Zero, Jack's dog. Yay, then they wisp off. Zero saving the day. Alright, I think that's enough. It's a good time.